Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country, about 6 years into the channel. I'm doing a gift request. Jeff Cather made a gift for a new artist to the channel, Tommy Karlas. I'm guessing that's how you would say it. Song is Lessons. Jeff, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this gift. Jeff's out there in Oregon. He had a really nice view of the Aurora Borealis that came way south the other day. It was overcast here in Jersey. Otherwise, we would have seen it too. So I'm so bummed about that. That said, you said that Tommy is from Illinois and moved to Nashville and has written songs for Blake Shelton, Randy Travis, Old Dominion, Warren Ziders, Montgomery Gentry, Trisha Yearwood, and others. So he's been around a little bit, it sounds like. So let's see what he's got for us in a song titled Lessons. This sounds like the wisdom of, it could be like the wisdom of an older gentleman, or I don't know. All right, here we go. They're so pretty.
A bully won't stop till you stand up to him.
True.
You ain't gonna win if you plan on losing. Sometimes a curse can be a blessing.
True.
So wait your turn and learn your lessons. Don't hold a grudge, it'll make you bitter. Don't think that money's gonna make you richer. Happiness ain't about possessions that'll crash and burn, and learn your lessons. You can't win them all, you can't change your past. Don't take for granted what you got, don't always want what you don't have. Take some chances, have some faith, make the most of every day.
Gotta take chances.
It could all be over in a second. Don't miss a day.
I would say all those things he said, not because it could be over in a second, but because it could keep going on for decades. That's why you live that way.
With your old man fishing, or a cup of coffee in your mama's kitchen. Life is short and time is precious. Sometimes it hurts to learn your lessons. You can't win them all, you can't change your past. Don't take for granted what you got, don't always want what you don't have. Take some chances, have some faith, make the most of every day. It could all be over in a second. Don't break her heart if you know you love her.
Yeah, that's a good
Don't
one.
let her leave cause you're too damn stubborn.
Yep.
Cause she'll move on and you'll regret it.
Facts. Gotta fight.
Hold on to her and learn your lessons. Every choice has consequences. Take it from me and learn your lessons.
Is that Tommy? Tommy sounds like he's got a young man's voice. I love this shot. And the advent of drone footage is... Yeah, he is younger. I knew it. Man, he's doing some good writing, not just in this song, but if these other folks have picked him up, A-listers, if you will, then clearly, I don't know what songs they are, but these types of songs, I love them because I write a lot too. I do write song lyrics, but that's just for fun. But I have a couple of hundred songs that I've fleshed out in varying degrees, but books, it's my primary vehicle of expression. And I know, like, I just started a new book on marriage and divorce. And it's sort of taking off on a prior book that I'd written 15 years ago that I never published. That was arguably my best writing. And now I'm deliberating, do I just want to redo the book I did 15 years ago? I repurpose it for this book? And so you go through laying out chapters of the book. What do you want to cover in a book? I mean, marriage and divorce can be handled in many different ways, just like a lot of songs about life can be. It's a big decision what chapters you're going to put in, what topics you're going to cover. What do you want to say and communicate to the reader? And when I see a song like this, obviously you've got a 3 or 4 minute song, so there are far fewer words and thoughts that you're going to communicate, but the impact is the same because there's only a certain number of things you can include and you want it to resonate with the listener. So the real thing is when you include 20 things in a song like this, or whatever the number was, I don't think it was that high, but it was at least 15, I'd say, you're eliminating 50 others. Because when you're writing a song like this, it doesn't happen instantly. Like a song like this, you work on for a little while. And then you'll be driving down the road or you'll be watching TV and there'll be a certain bit of writing and a scene that you're watching and somebody says something and you're like, oh my God, that is perfect to put in the song. But then you've got this grouping of things, some of which you realize, well, that's disjointed. It doesn't really fit, or I'm not as crazy about that one as this one. So you leave a lot of stuff out. And that's what I see in songs like this, that the deliberation, the deliberateness of a songwriter to keep something in a song obviously means and meant a lot to the songwriter. And I love some of the things that were in here, especially the one about don't let her leave, especially if you still love her. Don't let your stubbornness get in the way. And I know what that's like because I know in my mind, when my ex-wife left, I fought. I fought for a long time. But at some point, you give up the fight because you don't have a right to keep fighting. In a sense, you just have to accept, all right, their heart isn't in it any longer. But until you know that, you keep fighting. And the dude's face in this thing, this was really well shot, this one. I mean, it was very crisp. So I think it's a new video, right, Jeff? I'm just going to guess that it was recently released. And the drone footage, I made a comment. I just love what drone footage has allowed producers of videos and movies and newscasts or whatever to do, because you just get different vantage points. And here it was just going right across the green field with the sun. Is that a sun? That looked like a sunset, not a sunrise, but nonetheless, the shots that they show, the birthday party with the guy being brought a birthday cake, and then the girl who fell off her bike and dad was putting a Band-Aid on her knee. And you got to take chances in life. You absolutely do. I mean, Don Shula said it really well. He said the start is what stops most people. And it's true. I have that entrepreneurial spirit. Sort of like you have to be somewhat conservative in ways. Like you got to have a hold back to make better choices. You can't just be like every idea you get, just go with it. Because some ideas are absolutely ludicrous. And you only discover that if you have sort of a hesitant bone in you. But at some point, you're like, jump off and do it, whatever it is. Not recklessly, but to live life, to take a chance, write that book, write that song, take that job, ask that girl out. So you may get rejected and it's crap, I'm not enough for that situation or that person or that job. But you're enough for others and you'll be really good at it. And that's the joy of success. So, Jeff, this is a good find, my friend. Really good find. I don't know if you've met Tommy or interviewed him or anything like that, because, I mean, that's just sort of one of the things that you do, that you have in your wheelhouse is like, 40 years or so of experience in the business. So you do know a lot of people, but this was good. And I like the way it was presented. It wasn't somber, it wasn't sullen, it wasn't oversold, it wasn't overly energetic. I liked the way he sang it. I like the piano was prominent in this. Usually those are sad songs, but this isn't that. This is like inviting you to listen, kind of was the way I would depict how this was produced. And then there were good things to hear in it. So, all right. The number, I was intrigued with the whole thing, the whole experience. The number that popped into my head was a 9.3. The video was well shot. It added to it. It didn't subtract from the lyrics. And that's hard. That can be hard to pull off in a video that's giving this much advice. So there was time and money put into the video, and the quality was extraordinary. So that is an additional benefit to what the song itself was about. So there it is, folks. That's going on the playlist of songs of 9 and above. And there we have it. You can thank Jeff Cather for that bit of wisdom, as well as Tommy. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.